What's up, guys? It's just Chike coming at you with another video. I'm not sure why this topic is really on my mind, but we're just gonna get to it anyway. I want to talk about women, and basically, this is a good video for you if you find yourself, if you think that you may be too distracted by them. And it's not obvious. It's not like, you're walking down the street and there's a fucking pothole in front of you that can basically swallow you in, and you see a woman and you break your neck and you fall in the pothole or break your leg or something. It's not some obvious Looney Tune shit like that. It's not like your eyes are popping out of your head and your tongue becomes all animated and you're just like, oh, woman. Like, it's not like that. It's more so like your passive thoughts. That's what I mean. Like, people don't know this, but your passive thoughts are actually, they actually are a form of energy that you give. They are a form of energy that you give, and if you don't manage it, you find yourself exhausted. So, as I've been in this tech school here, and as I've been in the military, I find myself doing tasks that aren't necessarily too hard, but, and I apologize for the wind, by the way. I left my wind cover. It's like a fuzzy thing for the mic, so if the wind is really bad, I do apologize in advance. I'll try and block it, but anyway, I find myself doing tasks it's very tedious, right? And I just be tired of shit. Like, I'd be tired, and God, I know this wind is terrible. God, this wind. Even though I may on a weekend probably get like a full day of rest or a full 2 days of rest, I still find myself tired. I still find myself very tired. And maybe depression, may not. Who knows? Who cares? But that's not the point of this video. I know the reason why. It's because it's emotional and mental exhaustion. It's emotional and mental exhaustion. If you find yourself as a guy who is constantly obsessing over women, or that's like a dominant topic or passive topic in his mind, I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. I actually willing to bet that that's most guys, because men, we're actually sexual by nature. By nature that we love women and that we want to like care for them or be with them or sleep with them or whatever, all of the above, or et cetera, et cetera. Maybe we want to find multiple women. That's natural. You gotta honor that part of yourself, and that's just who you are as a man. But to basically emphasize on this point, it's not by natural means that men are men. Men are made. Men go through bullshit in the world, and that external stimulus that I am labeling bullshit is what shapes you into someone who adopts a certain value structure, and the core of that value structure is what makes the man the man. It's the guy who says, okay, in this world, reality demands sacrifice, reality demands discipline, reality demands patience and self-control, and all these different aspects of life. Not that they come natural to us, but because when I do implement these value structures in my day-to-day life, I become a better man. And that's what I mean. Like, men, we aren't just naturally made. Because really, if you're a guy who kind of just lives in La La Land, who does whatever he wants, people don't really call that guy a man. They kind of look at him and say, oh, like, that's a boy, that's just a male. They don't really say, oh, that's a man. Okay, well, Chike, what does this have to do with women? Well, first things first that you should do, you should honor that. You should honor the fact that you obsess over women. You should honor the fact that, man, I have these desires. These are good things. Like, it's honor and respect that fact, but it's the logic and the knowledge that is not the most important thing in your life right now is what will carry you through. It's the logic and it's the knowledge, and you're not really going to get to that point until time does its work. And that's another thing that I want to emphasize with you young men that may be watching my video right now. Everything is based on time. Time rules your world. I'm not saying sit and wait for your mind to get better, but I'm 24 years old. I've been 18 for, I've since like 18 being an adult. I've been an adult for 6 years, and I'll tell you the truth. This fact I'm just now realizing, and I hope that I continue to realize it. Knock on wood. Um, Shit. It does not matter what you want in life. When it's the time for it to be given to you, it's gonna be given to you. You doing the work to improve your life just ensures that it will be given in the first place. So you watching my videos is the work that you're doing to ensure that that mindset will be given to you. You reading books or listening to podcasts is you doing the work to ensure that it will be given to you. It's just that it may not come when you want it. Like, sometimes realizations that change your life just comes with age. It just comes with just getting older and just experiencing life. And some people are just mentally older than others. Some people are more experienced than others in certain areas than other people. And you have to accept that. But that's something that's like out of our control. Sometimes we realize things with time. Like, it just takes time to get to that point. What I'm getting at is you just may not be old enough to realize the logic and the knowledge and the fact of the matter that women just don't matter right now. They're not that important to you right now. You know, if you don't have a car or if you don't have a fucking place to stay or you don't have any money, it's like, why are you worried about that right now? But it's the boy psychology, and it's okay to be a boy. If you're 16, 15, it's okay to be a boy. Like, if you're a young man, like, it's okay. But it's the young man psychology that basically makes people think in this non-essential, non-optimal way. It's that psychology that makes to break it down simply. Boy psychology is, I'm not sensing the dangers and the seriousness of my life, and therefore I can afford to spend my time thinking about bullshit. That's really it in a nutshell. Because, like, if you took your life seriously, you would be in the gym. Sorry, the wind is too bad. You would be in the gym. You would be working hard. You would be taking your grades seriously. You would be improving yourself more. But we often don't. And I often don't sometimes. And I understand why. It's because it really boils down to the fact that you don't take life seriously enough. That's why you think about women too much. Because in the back of my mind, as a man, whether you're married, whether you have a girlfriend, whether you could be in a desert. Well, maybe not if you're in a desert, because you're going to be focused on getting food and water. But your mind will still wander to women. It'll still wander to the feminine because you're masculine. To wish that to stop is to wish to no longer be masculine. It's to wish to be castrated. It's not a very good wish to make. But my mind still wanders there. It's just that I strongly simply say, I don't give a fuck. Like, there's stuff that needs to be done in my day-to-day life. I just got shit to do. There has been times when, like, girls have hit me up wanting to hang out and shit, or, like, I said dates, and, like, I'll be honest, like, I'm not condoning this behavior, but I'll just flake because I got shit to do. I gotta go make some money, or I want to go. Sometimes I actually don't need to do nothing else. Sometimes I want to just chill because I need that day to myself. I need to just rest. And I think it's okay. Sorry, that wind is too much. But yeah, I think it takes time. It takes time to get to that point. Sometimes you're just not old enough yet. But it's the logic and the knowledge. It's the fact of the matter. The fact of the matter is what needs to drive you into making certain decisions, and those passive thoughts that you have can drain your energy. If you'll notice the difference between the man whose passive thoughts are on making money and improve himself or get himself out of depression, and the man who's like just wants to fucking like fulfill his void of validation. And I will say that I think a lot of men nowadays have a void of validation. I think a lot of people nowadays have a validation void. I think a lot of people do have a validation void, and I think it's a norm nowadays, but it's something that needs to be addressed. I want to say that it's okay to have one, but it's not okay to not be aware of it. There's something else that I wanted to say on that topic with goals. I want to emphasize this. I emphasized this on my last video. It's currently uploading right now. But your goals don't have to be extravagant, because people have long-term goals and they have short-term goals. But sometimes people don't work that way. Sometimes people don't work in having long-term goals and short-term goals. Like, I'll be honest, I have a long-term goal, but my long-term goal consists of short-term goals. But I'm not always thinking of the long-term goal. I'm really just honed in on my short-term goal, right? Maybe your short-term goal is getting a car. Focus just on that. Like, make that your purpose. It sounds ridiculous, but make your purpose getting a car. Make your purpose adding 20 pounds, 100 pounds to your bench. Make your purpose something that's a little smaller. Like, you don't have to be this guy who's like, I want to cure the generational poverty in my family. It's like, okay, dude, like, that sounds good. Like, it sounds like a good script for for another black entertainment film. But, you know, at the same time, at the end of the day, it's like, you've been an undisciplined, uninterested man your entire life, and all of a sudden you have enough discipline to go straight to curing the generational poverty in your family. It's like, it's not really too realistic. It's okay to have short goals. And you know, I'm gonna get nerdy here for a second. I read this manga called Chainsaw Man. It's pretty gruesome, but he's a simple guy, and I like his character because his goal in life was that he wanted to eat toast and touch some titties. That was his goal in life. Like, that's his goal. But because of that small goal that he had, he accomplished like a lot of shit. Like, it's hard to get into the plot right now, and maybe this doesn't make sense, but if you're a Chainsaw Man fan, you will get to where I'm getting from. But you can make small goals and just make that your purpose and make that more important than other things. You don't have to have a grandiose goal of, like, you don't need to be the fucking Hokage. You don't need to be president. You don't need to be Elon Musk. You can set a target for something that's actually very achievable and just tell yourself, that's my purpose right now. And just make that your purpose. If you're this guy that's always thinking about women, I think the cure to sum up the video, this 13-minute video, to sum up the video, the cure to the habitual passive obsession over women and female validation is purpose and goals. It's the logic and knowledge. It's taking your life seriously. That is the cure to it, because otherwise it's not going to stop. And when you get to that point, when you get old enough mentally, when you're given that wisdom, their cravings are not going to go away. They're simply just going to get less important. And that's how men operate. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Yeah, if you fuck with my content, you know, go ahead, like, subscribe. I like to make videos on like fitness and mental health and stuff like that. So I want to try and push out a video every single day. We'll see if I stick to it. I got a busy ass schedule and not enough time, so just bear with me. But that's it for this video. Catch y'all later. Peace.